For me, I will start with the second. The shameful, I think, architecture is the one that divides society. So in that case, I think Rem was very sharp when he pointed that the wall of Berlin was the most important and shameful architecture that can exist, and proved that architecture is very simple as well. It could be very powerful and horrible at the same time. So for me, that's and this can happen in many countries. We don't have to name them, and also cities, etc. That's the building which I would like to be, maybe not the architect, but at least to enjoy it, is Alhambra, which is in Granada. I really love it. It would be very nice to at least see how it felt to live in this kind of palace, in this kind of pleasure.
I think very similarly that I like is maybe not the architecture itself, but the urban context, or maybe we are more into a urban presentation of the East. I like, for example, the city of Isfahan. I never been, but it's a kind of example for the urban pattern, which really would be a kind of guiding line for even now, which is the city in Persia. And then what is the present one is like again maybe the master plan that I wouldn't love to do, which is being realized of Zaha Hadid in Istanbul. It's a master plan. Maybe you can look what it is easily researching. I think I wouldn't do this kind of urbanization in my city, I have to say.
We have we finished the executive drawings of Ceuta. There we have the license to build the project, so we're going to be building this for the next 3 years. It's 170 houses. We are also doing a small radio station in Amsterdam. And we are doing a new concept for business park for Brera in the Netherlands. These are 3 projects we are currently dealing with constantly. Besides this, there's small studies that ask us. There's one study coming for sustainable resort in Morocco.
Exhibition projects we are recently dealing with. Actually, this
Design.
is not our intention, but somehow they come to us, like the Biennales. Lately, for the latest 2 years, we were attending of Rotterdam Architecture Biennale. Maybe there are possible exhibition designing, not being a contributor as a part of it, but this time maybe a designer. We have a potential.
Design an exhibition for culture and conflict in the Kunsthal in Rotterdam, the building, of course. Since we already asked a little bit, we already told the general topic, I would like to talk about what they're doing now, students, which is each team, we are doing a mosque, as you maybe heard, we are doing a mosque in Venice, but we are doing this really as a project which is research to try to understand the city, to try to understand conflict, architecture, symbol, many aspects. So it's not a design studio. So the first 3 days, the students are interviewing 10 personalities of the city: philosopher, artist, curator, tourist guide, etc. And in 2 minutes, they have to ask them very crucial questions of how a mosque will affect Venice. Will they support a mosque in Venice? What is the relationship of a Muslim community in Venice? How this is related to the past? How Venice has dealt with foreigners, etc. So each of the students will find out a lot about the city in very short time. So we are working as a kind of one team, the whole studio. We are going to collect this data bank of information that all the students can use for their proposal for the mosque.
Yeah, and we lately, before we came here, also we noticed that there is a kind of a need for a mosque from our research. Just googling, actually, it's very superficial research. It looks like, but then you end up some kind of news that nobody knows, which is happening, like the formation of migrations who are living in Venice in the name the
Ghetto?
no you cut here, I guess. the when you pass the highway or the bridge to Venice, the
Mestre?
Mestre. The formation of these immigrants in Mestre is they are in the actually inhabiting the streets of Venice, and we asked the students, and nobody has the information where they are coming from. They are mostly Africans, but they have a presence in the city with some kind of commercial activity informal. So some people allow them to be there, and we realized that they need also an assembly place for a mosque. So it's a kind of controversial condition of that. Who are they? What are they doing? Do they have needs? Do they have educational, cultural needs? And is there a connection with the Venice, the local people? So it's for us. These all interviews also kind of a challenge to understand the condition and then we can respond maybe to these facts if there's a need for mosque or not. So it's not an idea that we should make a mosque, but it's just to question the idea of making mosque or not making mosque.
And what some of the interviews, for example, they said, I think they don't need a mosque. They are already renting an apartment to pray, etc. So I think they're okay there. So, for example, this is an interesting answer. Or a philosopher which says that each religion is close to the culture and also to the build-up of a community. Therefore, the building of a place as a kind of representation, it's healthy, etc. So you have all spectrum of opinions which can help all of us understand the situation. We are not experts on the topic. The students are not experts. So we are trying to research all together. I think it's.
And for example, yesterday we bumped up from one student who were researching mentioned that in Mestre that there's one community who wanted to pray on Friday next to the stadium, and they did. And then they were fined for 2,000 euros for this act. It was kind of surprising for us to get news as well that it has actually more presence than we are expecting.